going to go past the cherry picker. I've got girl. Hi, Q. You can carry on. I don't think he heard me. There. We've got the cherry picker behind us. Now I think we might try and go past that machine again. Should we go past this machine again? She says, but home's the other way, or is he going to turn it off? So I think I might ask him to put it on. They think they're being helpful, and I'm sure a lot of horses would need it, but hi. I'd like to come past you while you've got it running. Is that possible?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll go down here and I'll turn around and come past you, if that's all right. Right. Oh, is there? Right, come on then, Mel. Come on. See you in a moment. That's a very helpful young man. There. Good girl. Right. Thank you. Well, I didn't really think she'd have a problem with any of these things. It's certainly busy today, isn't it? But it's like all these things, it's how you approach it as well, because often, you know, the rider can think, oh, the horse isn't going to like that, and then start tensing up and having those fear thoughts, which of course then the horse thinks, no, actually I don't like it. I really don't like it. So I know it's a tough one, but really you need to, ideally the rider is also the leader, and so if the leader is all uptight and got a short rein and feeling tense and not breathing, then the horse is understandably going to think that, you know, that is a problem. I mean, if we get horses from the beginning, we very rarely have problems with tractors and things like that, because we can introduce them in the right way. But I think because people think horses should be frightened of tractors, that tractors are very frightening, most horses, a lot of horses, are actually frightened of tractors, even though they maybe haven't had any close acquaintances or accidents with them, but they're just frightened of them. And I'm nearly certain it's either that they're not familiar with them, or when they've met them on the road with their riders, the riders have, thank you, have scuttled off into a driveway and tried to get out of the way, so that the horse then thinks the tractor is something to be avoided as much as possible. So I know it's probably a bit easier for us, you know, to kind of support them that way, but you can easily make even a horse like Melle frightened of stuff if you if your breathing is, you suddenly sort of go, oh, it's a tractor, oh, like that, and then she'll think, oh dear. But all things being equal, she's not going to have a problem with those sorts of things. Right, shall we have another little trot, Mel? It's a good girl. When the ground dries out a bit, I'll see what you like in the canter. We've just done quite a short village ride today because I just wanted to assess you and see where you are. I'm very pleased with what I see. There. I'm walking on. There's lots of foam, it's all dripping onto the road, which is, we like a foamy mouth. This is what I like, wandering home on a long rein on the buckle with her head right down. I think sometimes it's not appreciated just how important it is that the horse can stretch its neck out and down and really relax just into the bridle, as it were. Yeah, we always like to encourage the horse to have quite a few moments where it just does nothing but walks like this on a long rein on the buckle. She thought she might like that field, but no, we're not going in there today. Because when a horse is down, they are authentic and they can't fake it. She is relaxed. When her head's down, it's relaxed. When it comes right up like a flagpole, she's, you know, if she did that, she wouldn't be relaxed. So, yeah, I'm not going to just sit here and see what she does on the buckle. Well, nothing really, except go. I think she'll go just a little closer to the hedge. So yes, really important after they've done their work or in between doing their work, they just have this time where they can stretch their head out. And this is something that Mel found very hard to do. But I knew that Michael would get her to do it, you know, to really be able to stretch the head out. So yeah, this is nice. No hurrying home, like a homing pigeon. We need to get little Bella to be like this, don't we? It'll take a bit longer than probably with some of them, but she is getting there. And I'm going to put the head cam on again this afternoon after lunch when I come out on Bella. She says, oh, let's go exploring. Well, I don't think they want us to come in here. Horses are just so naturally curious. She's thinking, oh, perhaps we'll come in here. But no, I don't think we will. We won't come in here. So yeah, left to their own devices, you wouldn't know where they'd end up. So yeah, she thought, well, let's not go home straight away, let's go exploring. So yes, we try and always give the horse a ride where it feels happy and, you know, happy with the work rather than be worried about something. Sometimes there's worry to overcome, but when you come out the other side you want them to be like her, just not worried, because it is no fun riding a worried horse. Yeah, we've got to ride them when they're worried and bring them out the other side, but it's so nice when they've come out the other side and they're like her. So I think we'll have our last little trot. Shall we have our last little trot? Good girl. Oh, lovely 1 2 1 2 1 2 rhythm. That's really nice. Back to walk. done any of that. Back to walk and forward to trot. Not sure what you mean. Either we're walking or trotting. Yeah, so she keeps in walk if we're walking, and she keeps in trot if we're trotting. And that's not a bad thing. I thought we'd just do some upward and downward transitions, but to be honest, I've had such a lovely ride. I don't really think that I'll start that now. There, good girl. And also, she probably won't necessarily remember me riding her, so she has to tune into me as much as I have to tune into her, because the ones that we generally work with every day, they get to know their riders. Like Howie really knows me, Bryn really knows me, Bella really knows me, you know, because I've been sort of riding them exclusively. But if all I had to ride for the rest of my riding life was horses like her, there'd be no complaints. I could be riding her when I'm 80, horses like her. I'm just taking my feet out the stirrups, give my legs a rest. And now we're just plodding, we're just sort of ambling back, dawdling. It's quite nice to have a dawdle. She likes to have a little look around. Oh, what's that? What's that? Generally I don't let them look right nor left, but Melle, because of where she is and who she is, it really doesn't matter if she wants to have a little peer about and take in different views. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, we're sort of really dawdling now, and she's just ambling home. I think I've said before, there's nothing more frustrating than a horse that can't wait to get back to the yard and is sort of doing everything it can to get a wriggle on and going sideways and jogging. I mean, they'd want to get back to the yard far more than they want to be out with you. But Melle's quite happy to be out here with me and is in no hurry to come back. In fact, she thinks she might go over here. Hey? Have a look at the view. Have a little listen. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's a beautiful day. She says, well, let's have a little bit of grass. Well, I think we'll draw the line at that. She says, well, if we can't eat grass, we might as well walk home. Well, thank you for a lovely ride. Thank you for a lovely ride. We've had a super time. I can't wait to ride you again.